Hey guys, how's it going? It's 9 o'clock. It's time for some CoC. Haha! Roll that intro, let's do this. Alright guys, our first comment here is from Chase Clark, and they say, "Hey Adam, the wife and I love your vids, bud. We look forward to them every morning. Please make longer vids. We noticed you've been having problems with coming up with content on things to do. How about more vids with your parents or fixing up your house? And what about having your bro in some? Please answer on CoC. Keep on vlogging, bud." The problem making I'm longer videos means I need to have more shit to do in a day. Some days are just boring as frig because I got nothing going on, and other days are busier than fuck and I got too much going on. As for having my parents in the vids, like, you got to keep in mind, Dad works. Mom's retired right now, but Dad works, and he's working shift work, so 1 week days, 1 week nights, 1 week days, 1 week nights. As for my brother, well, he works too. He works from 10 till 6, and when he gets home, he just wants to relax, and like his old lady, she basically takes care of the kid all day, so when he gets home, she gets her my time, her peace and quiet, while my brother basically does the baby stuff, you know, the diaper changing, the feeding, and all that. So he's really busy. They're both like, my parent, like, it's not the same as like McJuggernuggets or Kid Behind a Camera, which are the only two other vloggers I watch right now, because, well, Tasty Glue, but he doesn't do that kind of video either. He basically, I'm just saying, like, family vloggers, I wouldn't classify myself as that. Like, when Dad's in the vlogs, it's because he's available, but I'm not just gonna go over there and start ramming a camera down their throat just to make content. Like, that's belligerent, and they're busy. My brother's busy. Right now I'm not that busy because I got nothing going on, but hopefully that'll be changing in the new year. I Don't Apologize says, "Hi Adam, I don't blame you one bit for being bored. I've been doing it for the past 15 years. I'm not allowed to work ever again in my life, which fucking sucks ass. One day I hope to be able to work again. I envy every last person that works. Just for God's sake, everyone reading this, don't ever wish that you could never have to work. I did that and it came true for me." Yeah, it's not that people don't want to work. I'm pretty sure what it is people are probably in a shit job where they're getting the shit kicked out of them daily by an unappreciative bastard. They don't want to quit working. They just don't want to work where they're working at. And that was my problem too. Like, the job I had was a toxic environment. The job paid great, the benefits were fantastic, everything was great, but the job was so, like, the environment was so toxic that you just hated yourself by the time you got out of there every day. And that's why you guys seen a whole different side of me during those times, is I just hated myself being there. I hated what I was becoming, I hated everything about it, and I was kind of letting that bleed over into the vlogs. But yeah, I don't know how you could have been doing it for 15 years. I would have fucking lost my mind about 14 years and 6 months ago. I'm already losing my mind not having a job. But I have a couple opportunities coming up. I'm just waiting for the New Year's to actually push them through, which is fine, because, yeah, I know things that I don't want to share right now. Just go with it. Chase Clark says, "Hey Adam, I've noticed you're complaining about a price of the K-Cups," which I totally agree, bud. They're absolutely crazy. Yeah, they are. Go to the dollar store or sometimes Food Basics that has it hanging on the shelves down the aisle. The brown plastic K-Cup. Yeah, actually, I have one of those. I have two of those. That you can fill up with the big cans of coffee, and they're pretty much lifetime reusable. Save so much money, and not only are they able to make a quick cup of coffee, but you don't need to make a full pot. Keep the vids coming, bud. You fucking rock. I hope to see this on CoC. And yeah, I actually have two of those, and I bought them from the dollar store. The one I had at work and the other one I had here, but now they're both here, obviously. And yeah, they're great for making coffee. I had a problem with the one at work. Grains were getting through the filter, but the one that I have here, it's fine, so I just probably have a Bosch unit. Not a big deal. They're only $1 a piece. 2CV Bloke says, "I got me some decent looking steaks earlier, reduced but still perfectly good, so can't wait to cook those." I don't understand what you mean by reduced. Like, what does that mean, reduced? Like they remove the fat prematurely, or they reduce the price? I don't know, but fuck, I love steak in all forms. Pontiac Hotshot says, "Tecumseh did make a motor called the Enduro. That was made for go-karts and fun time." And I like how you put did make a motor, because Tecumseh is no longer a thing. Yeah, that's probably the reason why the motor that I have in the garage is also not. It's basically used for light duty, probably. Snow blower, wood splitter. Something that you're going to set the throttle and forget that you set it and just do the job, right? Like on the snowblower, you're not revving it up and down and up and down and up and down. You basically turn it on, you rev the thing full balls to the walls, which is probably around 3,600 RPM. You engage your thing, and you engage your auger, and that's it. You never touch that throttle again. There's no reason to. Where on a go-kart, you're constantly variabling your throttle, and on that Tecumseh motor, that's the one thing I noticed was if you were at full speed and then you slam her down to nothing real quick, it sputters, backfires, and it could actually stall. Dwing Yvonne says, I noticed you shit yourself a lot and usually circle back into the smell. Do you do this because you enjoy it or because you need to test the release? No, it's because I actually forgot I shit myself until I turn back into it and go, holy fuck, and then I gotta turn around and go. Bill's T-Max Smiley Face says, my cock never gets on your cock. Oh wait, a second, that doesn't sound good. Oh wait, wrong website. LOL. How's she going? Not gay, by the way. I don't know, bud. With a comment like that, some people will question it. I'm just fucking with you. Calm your tits. Easy Funshine says, I've heard of people taking the doors off, all the doors, then having big time problems getting them back on for the right for some reason. Use blue painter's tape around it. You'll probably save you hours of putting them back up when you're alone as well. Just get a small sponge, paintbrush for edges, and a big one for the middle. Brushes are amazing and don't leave brush marks. Brushing are amazing and don't leave brush marks. Okay. Yeah, I think I know the reason why people have a hard time putting them back on, especially in my case, is those cupboards were probably built a long frickin' time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And by removing those screws, I'm literally just gonna like ruin the holes that are there. So when I put the screws back in, it's not gonna sit right, the doors won't close right, it'll look stupid. And that's why I'm thinking about doing exactly what you said. Masking off the place that I don't want paint to hit, putting down some plastic or something underneath the cupboard door, and then just painting the sons of bitches while they're still attached. You know, why not? Remove the hardware, paint around it, bring the hardware out to the garage or something, blast it with some new paint, and then restab it on. I was thinking about going black for the hardware, like painting the hardware black or silver, either or. I can get some chrome paint or do that, but yeah, definitely going to be painting them while they're still attached. Calebsschlenker says, Adam, I was recently going through some of your old vlogs, just because I enjoy them. But I do have one question. Whatever happened to Jules? You always seem really happy around her and her girls. Jules basically, before she used to have a job where she worked 9 to 5. Now she has a new job where she makes more money, but she works whatever time they tell her to come in. It's still full-time hours, but like one day it could be like 11 to 7. The next day it could be 9 to 5. The next day it could be a fucking noon to 8. The next day it could be a 2 till 10. She never has the same hours. It's all over the place. So because of that, it's really hard for us to meet up. And usually when she gets out of work, she just wants to go home, Netflix, and pass out. So on days off, sometimes we get together. She was actually over here, I think it was last weekend. Or last week sometime. Yeah, she was over here last week. I can't remember what day, and we just hung out and stuff. I didn't film it. But yeah, like, she was over here. So we still hang out from time to time, but I don't really film often when we do. So yeah, that's what happened to her. She got a new job, makes more money now, but her hours suck. RobsLog says, I wouldn't even take the cabinets off. I'd leave them on, paint them, and if you get color on the white, just paint over the white areas with new white and lay down old sheets to protect the floor. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I'm gonna do. Joshua Clark says, hi, I'm Sheriff John Bunnell. Lol, did you ever watch his shows like the World's Wildest Police videos? Nope, can't say I have. And people, that's all we got for this episode of Comedy on Comments. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. I need those for more episodes of Comedy on Comments. And until next time, guys, peace the frig out.